Okay, so this is the sad edition of Xbox One console. Yeah, sad. It's actually the Xbox One S all digital edition, but people on the internet usually refer to as the sad edition. The reason for that is because you can't put gaming discs in it. There's no place to put discs in it. It's totally digital. So you are completely dependent upon internet to download your games and stuff. That might suck for a lot of people, and that was the only reason why this received a lot of rage when it was launched. I somehow managed to get it on a very good offer from Flipkart, so I couldn't stop myself from buying it, and I've been using it, playing it from last 2 months now, I guess. And here's my opinion on this. Okay, so let's get the pricing out first. Xbox One S All Digital Edition console usually sells for around 20,000 rupees on Amazon and Flipkart. But when I bought it, the price of Xbox One S All Digital Edition was discounted to just rupees 15,000. And I exchanged my old PS3 Slim console, the Slim version, the Slim version of PS3 console. And I was able to buy it for just 9,981 rupees. So that's a pretty good deal because currently it's selling for 20,000 something. So that means that you are paying 9,000 rupees and you're getting 9,000 rupees off for your PS3 console. That's a good deal. Do keep one thing in mind, that these e-commerce websites usually don't give that good value when you try to exchange your old products. This was a very good deal, so I went ahead and bought this. So let's talk about the pros and cons. There are few cons to this. Obviously, one being that you can't put discs in it, so that is obviously a con, but there are some other cons also. The first one is the controller itself. It's a really good controller, don't get me wrong. It's really strong, it's sturdy, and you get a good experience while playing games using this controller. But the thing is, it took me a long time to get used to this controller, and playing games like I was playing games like Forza Horizon 4 on my PC, connecting my PS3's controller using some drivers, so I was able to play the game very easily on my PS3 controller. But it took me a long time to get used to this controller, so that's not a big problem. That's not a huge problem. Problem was the stick has a lot of play in the beginning, and then suddenly it becomes very sensitive, so you have to get used to this controller. I love this controller now. And the second problem is the batteries. So even the older generation PlayStation comes with rechargeable batteries, but this one doesn't. This one, the next generation of console, the current generation of Xbox controller does not comes with rechargeable battery, and that sucks monkey balls. So the batteries on this controller does not last you more than 2-3 days, according to my experience, even if I have tried using those Duracell batteries. Rechargeable batteries that Microsoft sells cost around 4,000 rupees, and for that price you can buy another PS4 controller. So it's really expensive. The rechargeable battery pack is really expensive. What you can alternatively do is plug this controller into some USB port using a micro USB cable, and this will keep working. I tried this with a power bank, and it solved the purpose. So this one is going to be the biggest con of this console. So because this is all digital edition, you completely depend on internet for downloading your games. Let me give you a background about my internet. So I have 100 Mbps fiber internet installed at my home with literally no capping at all. I can download 1 GB, 1 TB, whatever amount of data, and my speed will still be 100 Mbps. So I have tested it multiple times on speedtest.net, on YouTube, on Netflix. It works flawlessly everywhere. So I get consistent 10 Mbps downloading speed, because 100 Mbps is 100 megabits per second and not bytes per second. So when you convert that to bytes per second, it becomes around 10 bytes per second. So I get around 10 Mbps speed, 10 Mbps downloading speed. I downloaded Red Dead Redemption 2 on my PC using this internet through this Rockstar launcher, and I think it's somewhere around 100 plus GBs, 120 GBs. It took around 2-3 hours to download 120 GBs. But when I try to download any game through Microsoft servers onto my console using the LAN cable, using the same LAN cable, I hardly get 1 Mbps speed. So the downloading speeds of Microsoft servers are really bad. They're really bad. I had to wait a lot for the games to download, but there is a good thing that once the game is 30, 40, 50% complete, you can start playing it. But even that 30, 40, 50% means sometimes downloading close to 40, 50 GBs. So 40, 50 GBs with 1 Mbps downloading speed, do the math. So this has been the biggest con of this console for me. I can get past through the batteries, I can get past through the controller, but the downloading speeds are really bad, and I think Microsoft really need to work on their servers, considering that these game developers continuously keeps pushing huge updates to the games. So you have to wait for the download to finish, and it takes a lot of time, and it just ruined the gaming experience for me numerous times. I can't even explain that. I don't play my Xbox every day, so like I take it out once a month, and when I plug it in, turn it on, so there you see a 30 GB game update for Call of Duty. And you won't be able to play it today. You'll have to wait for it to finish. It'll take like 3 hours maybe to download 40 GBs, considering on my fast internet. It's not good. So what are the pros of this console? Everything that I basically mentioned in the cons, if you can get past them, rest everything is going to be a pro for you. Plus, Xbox One S itself is a overall good entertainment unit. It's not just basically a gaming console. You also can do a lot of other things on that. Your Xbox One console will show up on your other devices as a Chromecast option. You can watch Netflix on it. You can watch YouTube. You can listen to songs on Spotify. You can watch live game streaming videos on Mixer. You can basically use the Xbox Console Companion app on your PC and basically stream your Xbox One screen onto your PC, and you can also record your gameplay while doing that. That's another good point. You can also manage your gaming subscription through your smartphones using the Xbox Live app on both Android and iPhone. Microsoft Xbox does come with some good exclusives like Forza Horizon, the Halo series. So for most of the games, the graphics of Xbox One S are at par with PS4. I've played Call of Duty on it. I've played Forza Horizon 4 on it, and those games had some of the best graphics. And you won't be able to tell that much of a difference between an Xbox One and PlayStation. So if you want to experience the current generation of gaming on consoles, I think this would be a good option for you before the next generation of consoles launch later this year. And they are going to be expensive. They won't be cheap. They won't be affordable as much as this one is. So yeah, after watching the whole video, if you want to buy this, I think you should go ahead and buy this. You have my full recommendation.